Look at all the smoke. Oh, wow. There it is. Come on, baby. Look at that. Hey everybody, Monkey Wrench Mike along with, the duck and the dog. Everybody is running amok here. We're having all kinds of fun. Yep, absolutely. Well, today's video, I'm going to demonstrate how one little project can turn into something that was going to take you 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and balloon into something that took more than a week, cause lots of cussing and bleeding and headaches, and almost one dead duck. Absolutely. So, Mr. Announcer, what's behind door number one? Well, Mike, it's a 1985 Mercedes E320. This car comes complete with a black leather interior, beautiful wood console, and a transmission that slips between second and third gear. Yeah, this is a very common problem in the W124 chassis, also the 123 and the 126. It all comes down to what is called the K1 spring. So let's lift the car, crawl down below, and get our hands dirty. Okay, if you listen closely, we're draining the transmission fluid. She's on 2 jack stands, and this right here, just as an extra safety precaution, you drain the transmission fluid, you remove the transmission pan, and then you look for the cover for the K1 spring. Okay, so we're gonna let this drain for a little bit. I changed this right after I bought the car. Remember, it looked kind of weird, and it had some metal flakes in it. Not a ton, but there were some in there. So we're just gonna let this drain for a long time. Then we'll remove the pan, and I'll show you the cover plate for the K1 spring. It is super easy to replace. People have been doing this for 20 years. I mean, this has been on the internet forever, so it's not that big of a deal to show people how to do it because there's a zillion videos, but it fixes it. It really does, and it's just a little stiffer spring, so everything's gonna be fine. And then we're gonna have a very smooth shifting Mercedes Wonder Wagon. Well, remember this car? Yeah, this is the 69 280 SE, and that's the reason right there why she has not been the subject of any videos lately. I'm loving this car more and more. I don't want to curse myself or jinx myself, but I haven't spilled a drop yet. It's been the cleanest transmission fluid ever. And this was really dirty to begin with. So let me kind of pour out what's in the tranny pan, and then we will take a look. Here you go. Give you a good little vantage point right there. We'll dump this. Okay. I don't see chunks. I really don't. Do you? That looks so much better from the first time. Sorry, I'm yelling into the microphone, but I'm very excited. Yeah, okay. So we're going to clean this out, and we're going to show you where the K1 spring lives. There she blows, right there. Okay, so I hope I have room for my little tools. So what I brought is this little guy, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to get enough torque on these. Let's just kind of see what's going to happen. Nope, I'm not going to do that. Okay, well, I brought this guy too. So let's just see what will happen with this. Which should give me plenty of torque if this fits. Here we go. Okay, that one. Come on. That one. That one. And this guy, it's close. Okay, there we go. Okay, now, look at that. Okay, so I think I can just use this and remove these 4. All right, now, hopefully, this slides down. Supposedly you can take this out carefully. Look at that. There it is. Come on, baby. And there it is, the magnificent K1 spring to fix the 2 to 3 flare. So basically, I got 3 new springs. I'll show you what it looks like. Put them on, put this back in, button it up, and we're good to go. That's it. That's the whole fix. All right, this is our operating table. Hopefully, I don't lose a spring. Okay, so here is the original. And I actually bought 2 kits because I have, of course, 2 wagons of the same year. So, should the other one have a 2 to 3 flare, we will take care of that as well. So the kit includes everything you need right there. So you have a small spring, a medium spring, and a large spring. And what this thing tells you to do, I can look at this right here. Okay. Instructions say remove this spring, put the new one in. She's in there. She's perfect. Then you take the medium spring, put it on the white one, put this one over it, make sure it sits. You put this in, then you have to connect the black and the white very carefully. Oh shoot, let me practice this without this in there. Is there a, no, there's not. So how do these two actually go together? See, the problem is this thing gets to it, since it's been in there for so long, it loses some of its strength and you get the flare. So let me just see how this fits. It just pushes in there? Okay. Here we go. Oh shoot, I don't like this. Ugh, I don't like how this is not going together. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I tried the C-clamp. I didn't like it. I just held it close to my chest, and once you push those 2 pins in, they lock once it gets to be about that right there. So this is the old one. This is the new one. It goes in just like this, and then you put it back in. So I'm thinking we've got it all fixed, which is fantastic. Come on, spring. And then the new spring just sits on like that. Okay, so we will get her installed. I won't show you that. We'll fill up the transmission fluid, and then we'll take her for a spin. And I changed the filter, okay? Don't give me a hard time because I didn't change the transmission filter. I changed it literally probably 500 miles ago, okay? So that's fine. Now I want to measure. This is how I dress when I'm underneath the car. This is this is gross. I want to measure how much came out because it looks like it's very, very minimal. I don't think there was enough in there in the first place. We're just going to measure what came out, put the same amount back in, measure it, and then top it off to the correct level. But this is really gross. I hope those big chunks were already in there. This was sitting outside the pan right here, so it's got all kinds of crap in it. Okay. I don't see any big metallic chunks, I hope. Ah! Okay. Then we stand upside down, we read this. Ooh. So I got not even 2 quarts. Yeah. Not even 2 quarts. So I think that's way low. Maybe that was part of the problem too. but I know I measured it. I don't think I have a leak. Anyway, okay, so we're going to put 2 quarts in, start her up, measure it, get everything working good, and hopefully we'll have fixed the problem. But look, this is the real Mike. This is his crappy climb under the car clothes. We are back from our maiden voyage, and I will tell you that the car is shifting smoother. I've added probably 3.5 quarts of transmission fluid. But when I was checking the level of the transmission fluid, I heard a sound, and unfortunately, I hate to say it, we may be taking a huge step backwards in getting this car back on the road 100% of the time. I heard a sound that sounds kind of like a chain rattle, kind of like an idler pulley that is about to give up. It's one of the two. I really think so. I hope it's the idler pulley. No. And we're going to let you guys listen to it and kind of figure it out, okay? So I want you to pay attention, listen to the sound. I'll put the microphone down here. Hush, hush. And you guys can hear the sound. Hopefully you'll hear it over the quacking of the duck, because that's driving me cuckoo today. I can't hear the sound just yet, but it's coming from the front part of the engine right here, and before it gets too hot, let's go ahead and get the car in the garage because it's cold today. We will, I want to check the idler pulley first so I don't have to take off the valve cover gasket. If it is an idler, that's fine. A pulley, that's fine. We can replace that. If I have to open the valve cover gasket, I'm going to check for a timing chain tensioner. I'm going to check for, there. Here it is. Can you hear it? That little clicking, that was kind of it. Yeah, if I have to take off the valve cover gasket and it's the timing chain tensioner, that's going to be a big deal. Yeah, okay, let's get the car in the garage. Okay, we have removed the serpentine belt, and what I can do is I can go through here and I can move all these little pulleys. Okay, this is the power steering. That one's fine. I have the air conditioner compressor. That one's fine. I wish you could see this. There's just no room in here. If I move the... Okay, that's the tensioner pulley itself. It's okay. This right here, water pump. That's okay. Now, if I move the actual pulley itself, the little pulley that doesn't do anything, you can hear it, and it does continue to spin. So I do need a new one. It's not terrible. Nope, that's not it. And if I go down here to the alternator, that's not it either. So unfortunately, that means this thing has to come off. So we'll back up the camera, which means this comes off, this unscrews, this comes off, take off your wiring, then you have all these little bolts. I don't know if I have to take this off too. I think it may be attached, so we'll have to move these wires as well. But this is gonna have to come off, and that means I need another valve cover gasket, which is fine because I have a leak. If you look down over here, it gets really oily. So I need a valve cover gasket, and I need the idler pulley, which is this guy right there. Spark plug wires, coil, spark plug wire, coil, spark plug wire, coil. There are 4 O-rings that go down under here, underneath the valve cover. See how there's oil right there? Yeah, so my little O-rings, look at this one. Look at that one. Whoa, that's bad. That's really bad. Where's my rag? I need a rag. Oh gosh, that's ugly. Let's just kind of see what this guy's got going on. Let go. Come on. There it is. Oh, he just came off. Uh-oh. I think we have a broken one. Let's see what this guy does. Okay, that one's all right. And oil. Okay. And, uh-oh, you just came out too. Well, this just gets better and better. Yeah, so my boots are broken, which means I need new boots. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, yay me. I want the boot to come up too. I don't just want you to come up. I was gonna drive this car. Ah! I was gonna drive you to have lunch with Miss Melissa. Okay, well, now we get to spray stuff down there. Jiminy Christmas. Ugh. You weren't even on. Ugh. We are now ready for removal. Yep. I'm terrified. I hope it's not what I think it is, but let's just go ahead and take this off. And pray for the best. Let go. Let go. Okay, just let go. That's all you got to do. I don't want you attached anymore. There it is. Okay, the gasket was holding it on. So these are the rings I was telling you about. See how that one right there? They're probably hard as a rock. Yep, and there's a ring and there's a ring. Okay. Well, this is terrific. Whew. Okay, one timing chain. It seems to be pretty tight. Well, okay, that's good. See how it was leaking right through here? Ugh, ugh. Ugh, look at that. Okay. She was really stuck on there. Okay, you go here. Now, did you see what your sister did? You need to let go the same way, okay? Let go. Ah, there you go. Look at that. My goodness, have we even... I know we looked at spark plugs, didn't we? Okay, well, here a leaf fell in here already. All right, well, we need a new gasket. Valve cover gasket. I might even get some spark plugs. And the boots. The booty boot boots. It is another day, and we have received actually 4 boxes of parts. So 3 of the boxes for this car. 1 of the boxes is a muzzle for the Duck. No, the other box is for the Volvo. We have a valve cover gasket here. We have a new idler pulley here. We have spark plugs, and we have the little boots that just completely disintegrated. Okay, thanks to rockauto.com. I got these a day early, and that was just through the regular mail, I believe. They have the fastest shipping ever. So we will replace the ones that are busted, put the new spark plugs in, put our new valve cover gasket on, Put the idler pulley on. Then, finally, we can take her out on the road and make sure that that K1 spring is springing properly. So, without further ado, you guys listen to some music. I'm going to strangle a duck, and we'll just have some fun. All right? Come here, duck. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, she is all, like I say, buttoned up. It's time for a little show and tell, and I'm sorry, my hands are gross. I recut myself working down there getting the belt back on. These were the spark plugs. And the little diodes at the end, where the little parts that stick out, they don't stick out anymore. I don't know how long these have been on there. These are the right Bosch plugs, I believe. That no, these are 482s. Okay, instead of the F8 DCR or whatever they are. Anyway, those things are a hot mess. These little pieces right here sit on the back of the head. So this is a point of a leak, okay, because this stuff gets hard and you're supposed to put a lot of, well, not a lot, but some RTV sealant on them and then some RTV sealant on the top because the valve cover sits on top of this, and so you've got rubber meeting rubber right here, and it kind of goes like this, and it's way on the back. So we got that cleaned off, got everything cleaned off, got this thing back on. I didn't paint it, I know. Don't hate on me, but I'm going to sell the car. Okay, this is the one I'm selling. I'm keeping the other one. We have all the little things for the spark plugs. You got to keep oil out of there. These are the old ones. They are gross. We have the dilapidated and torn spark plug covers. And this right here is, can you hear it? Yeah. That's way too loose, okay? I thought I had another one around here I was going to show you because it's in great, oh, here, like this one. I think this was in better condition. See how this doesn't turn so much? And it's silent, if you can hear that over the duck. Good one, different style, different pulley, same idea though. And then, yeah. So all this has been replaced. So I am one happy Mercedes camper. What I do need to do though, I let my sealant seal, so I'm gonna let it dry overnight. Then we'll take this for a cruise, okay? I don't think I have any leftover bolts. I think everything looks good, and I'm happy. So we'll take a little break, we'll come back, and we'll take her for a drive, and hopefully she sounds even better. We still have to put the fan shroud on, I can't forget that. Yeah, we'll do that off camera. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Come here. No. Look here. Here you go. Yeah, this will be your thumbnail. What do you think? Are the spark plugs done with? Yeah. Your little talons are sharp, dude. So you get to go play. There you go. Yeah, no. Be nice. Do not try to do that to me again. Remember, we had to talk about that. He is the horniest little duck I've ever seen. So, we're back. It is now 24 hours later and everything has had time to dry. So, this is it. This is the moment that we have been waiting for such a long time. There he is. You're worse than Lola. You are. You're worse than Lola. Anyway, we're going to take this for a drive, finally, and see if our K1 spring solution is actually a solution, and if it's actually going to work. So without further ado, we'll get her all back down. We're going to take her for a spin. You want to go for a ride? You want to go for a ride? No? Okay, that's all right. And we'll see if we got her working right. Okay, I'm expecting great things. This is the first start with the new spark plugs and boots. Let's see how she sounds. Listen to how smooth. Can you hear? Oh, she sounds great. Whoa. All right, well, look at all the smoke. Oh, wow. Look at all of that. So that is all the smoke that came down from where the spark plugs were. Look at that. Holy crapola. That's a thing there. Look at it. Oh, yikes. Sorry about that. It's still kind of burning off. Woo! See how it's kind of a blue color? Yeah, that's how you know it's the oil. All right. That was a crazy amount of smoke. All right, but let's get her on the road and enjoy our K1 spring. Still have lots of smoke coming out the back. Look at all of that. That is crazy talk. Let's see if I can turn this around and we'll head out the gate. Okay, so good so far. We are outside the gate and we are still sending up a little bit of smoke in the back. I don't know if you can see it right there. But let's get her on the road and see how we did. Okay, that was 1 to 2, which was perfectly fine. Remember, we're looking for the 2 to 3. And sometimes, after you do the new spring, you have to go back and redo that little rubber modulator valve. Okay, the smoke is gone. Here comes our shift. That one felt pretty good. That one felt really good. Okay. We'll go down here. Perfect. That was nice. That one was really, really nice. Okay, so that's a huge, huge improvement there. Okay, so, dare I say it? Dare I say what's coming out of my mouth? I think it's time for this car to find a new owner. We fixed her. I mean, she runs, she drives, cold air conditioning, warm heater, nice, smooth shifting transmission, new spark plugs, new valve cover gasket, and just running so nicely. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy about this. She's almost back to her beautiful former self. And oh, what a good car this is going to make for somebody. That, my friends, is how you end a series on a beautiful Wonder Wagon. How far has this journey been? Yeah, we got her. Remember, the top bid was $125. All in, I want to say $275 or $375 or something like that. Dragged her back from Arkansas, worked our rear ends off on fixing everything that was wrong with her. We have the control arm, we have all the wiring, we have, oh my goodness, all the kind of everything has been touched, I think, in this car, and I'm so happy with the progress. But like I said, now it's time to let her go and focus on the rat wagon. So if you are interested in this car, I've never sold a car to someone who watches the series, but let me know if you're interested. I would drive this anywhere. I really would. I've driven it to Oklahoma City and back and all over Oklahoma City. That's a good 2 hours, so she's been on the road, you know, for hours and hours and hours and did just fine. But it's time to go to another home. She is cool, she is fun, she is cold, she is warm, and she makes you happy on the inside. Okay, thanks for watching this series. If you have not subscribed, please do so, because we have so many other cars that need to be touched by these wonderful, chubby little fingers right here. All right, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.